Alright, Coldplay fam, we've got a lot of things to discuss today, including a collab with Selena Gomez, those short clips from Twitter of Infinity Sign and Angel Choir, some talk about People of the Pride, and of course, a world tour announcement, so make sure you stick around to the very end. Now, from the time that I'm recording this, the album comes out in 10 days, which means there's probably a lot more to expect within this next week and a half. So if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe so that you're kept up to date with all that information. Whether it's another single, a surprise collaboration, there's probably going to be a lot to expect in this next week and a half and even beyond that. So thank you very much for subscribing. Now, without further ado, let's get started. As I've mentioned, there's a lot to go over today, but first, I wanted to open up this. Of course, this is, as you could probably guess from the size of it, is a CD, and it is none other than My Universe. So I kind of wanted to commemorate these last few weeks of Coldplay getting to the top. They are officially #1 on Billboard, and so I couldn't think of a better way than to open up this bad boy and show it off to you guys. Ooh. It's not covered in that plastic like last time, but oh man, look at that. It has all the lyrics and everything with it. And of course, the language on the back, but here's My Universe. It's a little bit different than the Higher Power one because it's like got this little fold thing, but cool. Congratulations to Coldplay on making it to the top. And congratulations to you guys too for making that happen. I think it's just an incredible thing to see as fans of Coldplay and BTS, so thanks. Now, let's start off with the news about Selena Gomez, because I think this is one of the bigger stories of today. Of course, we've heard rumors about it. We've kind of known that she's going to appear on it, but we didn't really know her role, if she was going to be kind of like a, maybe a background thing, or if she would be actually in the song. And it turns out she's got a pretty big role. She is going to be one of the lead duet singers in Let Somebody Go. Now, if you haven't heard it already, there's a very short snippet of it that we saw circulating on Twitter, and you can kind of really get a feel for what this song sounds like. Now, the first time that we did hear it was in that trailer that Coldplay released like a little while ago, and it featured this line that went, "Oh, when you love somebody." And in that trailer, you could kind of hear this female vocal line in there singing along with Chris, but it wasn't entirely sure what that was. And it turns out that was Selena Gomez. Now, from what we've heard so far, the song kind of sounds comparable to Everglow in that it has this soft 808 bass that kind of just progresses the song. And of course, there's that snare hit, but the song is very slow moving. It's a ballad, and it's clearly a love song, but it's not just any love song. It's kind of a bittersweet love song. Obviously, with the title of the song being Let Somebody Go, there's probably going to be some somber tone to it, and it also features the line, "Oh, when you love somebody," so there's going to be that connection, but also a little dissonance. So I'm interested to see how this song plays out, and I'm really interested to hear how their voices kind of go together in the song. Oh, and the song does appear to have a piano part in it, which again is reminiscent of Everglow. Now, I don't expect it to be Everglow, I don't expect it to be at that caliber, but if it is, we'll be in for a good surprise, because Everglow is one of my favorite songs of Coldplay like ever, so kind of interested to see how this one plays out. Now, the last thing that I wanted to mention about this song is that in the trailer we got a little while ago, it kind of just gives a small section of the song, but in what we got recently, it gives us a better understanding of what the song is. And if you heard the leaks from a while ago, this is evidently the song that we heard from Clubhouse. Now, this happened a while ago. I want to say it was almost 2 months ago now, probably even longer. But we had this small clip that was leaked from this small interview where Chris played this small part on piano, and it was this very lovely ballad, and it's the same thing that we are hearing from this thing that we see on Twitter. So if you heard that before, you have a little bit of an understanding of what the song is about. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to say what was said in that trailer, that little clip from Clubhouse, but that's clearly what this is. Granted, it was just a very small section again of the song, and it wasn't like a full produced song, it was just Chris by himself singing, so it's not like we got a huge insight to what the song actually sounds like. But regardless, I'm excited about this. If you're excited about it as well, please comment below. If you're not excited about it, also comment below letting me know your thoughts on this collaboration. All right, next up, I wanted to talk about Angel Choir and Infinity Sign, because Coldplay released these short snippets of the song on Twitter that I saw, and it just gives us a little bit more depth into what to expect from both these songs. So starting off with Angel Choir, and if you're like me, you're probably wondering, wait, I don't remember seeing an Angel Choir on the set list of the album, and that's because there's not. It's the song that has the stars next to it, the star emoji, that is Angel Choir. Now in this clip, we hear this ominous progression that eventually leads into a choir singing a really open chord. And obviously with the song title like Angel Choir, this, kind of makes sense. But the big question about this song is this going to be just instrumental? Now obviously if there's choir, that's technically not instrumental, but it could be just, synths. But regardless, is it going to have lyrics? Is it going to be just a transition track? Now, a while back when we first got the official music video for Higher Power, it mentioned that this is an album in 3 parts. Now, some people are thinking, well, this could be 3 separate albums, or that this one album can be separated in 3 different sections, and that it has certain songs that are transition bookmarks. So, could this song be a bookmark like that? I think it's possible. From what we've heard so far, I would be willing to bet that this is kind of just another transition track. And the reason why I say this is because there are 12 songs on the album, and we have one song that's over 10 minutes long. So if you have 11 songs in 30 minutes, there's probably going to be a few songs that are very short. So I think that we can expect this song to be kind of one of those short transition songs. And now moving on to Infinity Sign. Now this one kind of matches up a lot more with the trailer that we got a little while ago, and the only real big difference is the ending. Because just like the trailer, we get this sequencer sound, and it sounds kind of like cool, like lots of beeping and everything, but then near the end of it, we hear a drum beat. And now I'm thinking this is like the exact opposite of Angel Choir, because originally when we heard this in the trailer, it kind of sounded like this just transition track, but now it intros this beat, and we're thinking, is this actually a song? But I guess the one counter argument to that is maybe this is a transition track, and it intros that beat, and that beat is actually the next song. Well, it turns out the next song is Coloratura, and of course we know Coloratura does not start off with a beat like that. So my initial thought with this song after hearing this is that it's actually going to be its own song. Now, all we got so far is like 10-second long clips, maybe 20-second long clips. So there's not a lot to talk about, and this is all speculation, but of course, I would like to know what you guys think about Angel Choir and Infinity Sign. Do you think they're going to be transition tracks? Do you think they're going to be their own songs? What are your thoughts? Let me know, of course, again, in the comments below. And now moving on to the next subject. People of the Pride. This was something that was very much anticipated back when we got this trailer that I've brought up like 20 times in this video. But anyway, it's that song that kind of sounds Muse-esque, right? It has that nice swing tone to it, a lot of heavy guitar, and I wanted to bring it up for 2 reasons. One, because we got a little snippet about it because Coldplay performed this live, and we didn't have a lot of time to talk about it because it was released, or it was performed for the first time on the night of the release of My Universe. So I just wanted to take this time right now to kind of talk about what we heard, and I feel safe talking about it because Coldplay obviously performed it. They want people to hear it. They want people to get excited about it. So let's talk. First of all, the song sounds really hype. Like in a live setting, I think this song does really well, and all I've heard so far is people's phones, recording it. So I personally was excited for the song. I'm even more excited about it now, and when it comes out and we hear it all produced and everything, I'm sure it'll do just fine. But another thing that we were able to see from those videos that were kind of around Twitter was the stage performance, and it seemed like Chris was really into the performance, and his stage presence, of course, as always, was really just awesome. He was very into it, the way he moved, the way he talked, around the mic and everything. So it seems like this is one of the band's favorite songs to play, and I'm just kind of excited to see this when it is live. The lucky few of you who were able to see it live, if you were one and you're watching right now, I want you to brag in the comments saying exactly what it was like. Now, there's another reason why I wanted to bring up this song, and that's because of a comment that somebody left on one of my previous videos. Of course, if you don't know by now, each song has its own planet and its own language. Now, with this song, People of the Pride, the planet is Ultra and the language is Voltic. So I just wanted to read this comment by Boykoi, thank you very much for commenting, about the My Universe official video. So here's what they say. So funny thing, I saw you from Twitter, make sure you're following me on Twitter. There are cameras watching the three groups throughout the music video. While BTS and Supernova 7 took out the cameras watching them, Coldplay did not. Nice going, Coldplay. Meaning that Coldplay might have accidentally alerted the silencers in the first place. In addition, the silencers appear to have reached Flores first, which is where Coldplay was, with Chris and the gang being reprimanded first. Also, this is the important part, the camera stream had Voltic language on them. Maybe Ultra is where they are being monitored from. So first of all, thank you for mentioning this in the comments. It is much appreciated, and it got me really excited because this is kind of just adding to this lore, adding to this story that Coldplay is developing, that People of the Pride, Voltic, Ultra, the planet, is all connected. So if these cameras, these silencers are coming from Ultra, it's interesting that we have this song related to that planet. And it's interesting because this song is very much of a rebellious song, so it'll be interesting to hear how that plays out. Now, if you have any more ideas about this, how you think this is related to the lure of Coldplay and this alien sphere stuff, definitely comment below. I really want to hear your theories on this, and I'm just going to be thinking about it for a while now because I'm excited about the song, and now I'm excited about the story. So we'll see when that comes out, but again, let me know what you think. And now, some of the biggest news, well, at least some of my favorite news that came out in the recent days. Coldplay is said to release a world tour. This makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, I am getting so giddy just thinking about it because we all been thinking, you know, are they going to tour? Because obviously eco-friendly wise, you know, how are they going to make it happen? And also with the global pandemic, like how is that going to look? Now, I don't know what this is going to look like, but we did get information that Coldplay is supposed to announce a world tour soon. So just to give you a little information about where I'm getting this news from, it's from Coldplay Extra. Now they've, of course, have been doing an amazing job about telling us all this news, but it apparently was shared after an interview done with a French TV show. So that's where that information comes from. I didn't hear it myself, but Coldplay Extra had mentioned it. So they're very reputable, like I said, and I definitely, if they're saying that it's gonna happen, it's likely going to be happening. But I just can't explain how excited I am about this, how it's just, with this whole release, I've been saying it seemed way bigger than anything else we've experienced as Coldplay fans. So being able to experience this live, hopefully, is just going to be an amazing experience. And I just, for anyone watching, I hope you are able to go, and if not, there's always, you know, ways of seeing them and appreciating them without going to a show. But I'm hoping, you know, this actually does happen. I'm hoping that at least some of us are able to experience that live. It's just an unforgettable experience every time, you know, seeing them live, so can't wait. Of course, if you've made it this far, that means that you enjoy this content, and I appreciate you so much for sticking around to the end. And if you haven't done so yet, I'm going to be, you know, keeping you updated on everything Coldplay related, so please subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Definitely like this video, comment below so that it helps that algorithm spread the news about this Coldplay album coming up very soon. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.